Everyone has thoughts they prefer to hide, things you feel but would never say out loud. What if I told you that these dark impulses could be used to create something beautiful? For years, psychologists have talked about the dark side of the mind, the collection of repressed emotions, forbidden desires, and swallowed anger that we push to the back of our minds. Jung called this in the shadow. But what happens when, instead of running away from it, you transform that energy into art? Painters, musicians, and writers have been doing this for centuries, from Van Gogh to Sylvia Plath, channeling pain and chaos into something that connects millions of people. Today I decided to do the same. Take everything I hide, fear, envy, guilt, and transform it into creation. The experience begins simply, a blank canvas and a notebook. But what comes out of it isn't pretty, it's real. Art, when born from darkness, seems to have a life of its own. It's as if repressed emotions finally find a voice. And the more I let those parts speak, the more I realized they weren't enemies. They were just tired of being ignored. At this point, creativity becomes a bridge between the unconscious and the real world. It's not about getting rid of the shadow. It's about listening to what it's trying to say. Psychologist and artist Julia Cameron, author of The Artist's Journey, he says that creativity is a form of healing. Art is the practice of revealing what has been silenced. And perhaps that is exactly what happens when someone creates. What was hidden finally finds a voice. Carl Jung, the father of analytical psychology, viewed this process in an almost clinical way. He believed that every human being carries a shadow, the set of parts that we reject in ourselves. For him, denying these aspects only increases internal conflict. Integrating the shadow, on the contrary, is the path to individuation, the process of becoming a complete person, aware of their light and darkness. When someone creates, they are, without realizing it, carrying out part of this process, giving form to what the unconscious is trying to say. And it's not just old theory. Modern science confirms it. Neuroimaging studies show that, during creative activities, areas of the brain related to emotional self-regulation, such as the prefrontal cortex and the limbic system, communicate more fluidly. It's literally the brain reorganizing itself as it transforms emotion into expression. Creating, then, is not just about aesthetics or talent. It's emotional biology in motion, a conversation between body, mind, and that which normally remains quiet within us. But what if this process comes at a price? What if, in giving shape to our own darkness, we end up revealing parts of ourselves that we never wanted to face? The line between art and self-destruction is thinner than it seems. Transforming dark impulses into art isn't about glorifying suffering, it's about giving it meaning. When you let chaos turn into creation, the shadow loses its power. She ceases to be a hidden enemy and becomes a silent collaborator. In the end, perhaps there is no light without shadow, and perhaps art is the only way we have to make the two coexist. If you've made it this far, you're willing to get to know your shadow, so I recommend you subscribe to this channel. Andy will guide you even deeper on this path of self-discovery, with content that can help you look at yourself with less judgment and more clarity. Click subscribe and turn on notifications. Each video you watch here is another step towards transforming what weighs you down into something that strengthens you.